So blues music is like my favorite genre. It's something that I fell in love with as a kid. It's the reason I wanted to pick up a guitar to begin with. And I feel like there's a lot of blues in almost every single genre of music. It's the basis of a lot of country music, the basis of a lot of rock music, and I don't know, even Christian music. We deal with plight, we deal with lament in a lot of different ways. You can hear the blues in some of the psalms even that David wrote. So my favorite blues man, his name is Buddy Guy. He's one of my favorite musicians of all time. I've gotten to see him live. It was so much fun. Here in Myrtle Beach, he was walking around in the crowd. I got to shake his hand. It was very, very cool. Anyway, he's been doing this for a very, very long time, and blues is how he has made his living. Anyway, he has a really interesting perspective on what the blues looks like in our daily life.
You have to live that life to be a blues player. Bottom line, it's about the good and the bad time. But if you haven't had a bad time in life, just keep living.
You know, I can't tell you how many times I've shared that statement with people. If you haven't had any bad times in your life, just keep living. You know, and I gotta say, like, it's a great way to think, because yeah, bad things are gonna happen, but he didn't say it in a pessimistic way. It's a celebration of what life is, the good and the bad. But the biggest thing that I pull away from that quote is the fact that we shouldn't be surprised when bad things come, because we know they're coming. You know, bad things are just part of life. We have the ups and we have the downs. But when we are children of God, we know that God has a plan through it all. You know, we see Jesus, he showed us what humble obedience really looks like. He had a lot of bad things happen, and he stood in humility through them all, obedient to what needed to happen for him to come, live a perfect life, be the greatest example, and then die as a sacrifice for you and I. We can celebrate knowing that every single bad thing, every single valley in our journey gets us one step closer to Christ. When we cling to him through those bad times, it changes our perspective and how we look at it. You know, we can sing the blues, but we don't have to live them. So there's a verse I wanted to share with you. It is Christ speaking. It's in John chapter 16, verse 33. Here's what it says. I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation. But take heart, I have overcome the world. You know, what that verse doesn't say is that we're going to have good times all the time as we accept Christ into our life. But it does say that we will have peace through those times, and that he has overcome the world, and that with Christ we can overcome the world too. So if you're singing the blues today, know that you don't have to live them too. You know, when we face trials and tribulations, all we have to do is step closer to Christ. When we go to the Father with prayer, when we ask for clarity, when we ask for guidance, he's going to give it to us, because he's already told us in John 16 that with him we get peace, and with the world we get tribulation. But he's overcome the world, and we can overcome whatever problem we're facing today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.